Alright. Oops. I dropped my dentures. Lord, y'all. Lord. Now, why all of a sudden they want to be invisible now? Oh, there you go. Hey y'all, welcome back to Girls Like You. My name is Mikkel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my personal Invisalign experience, as well as giving you guys a few of the expectations I had, along with some truths that you guys need to know before making the decision to get Invisalign or clear aligners over traditional braces. So if you are on this journey and you're trying to decide what you should get, then this video is for you. Be sure to keep on watching. Alright y'all, so first I wanted to give you a little bit of background information. So my wisdom teeth grew in probably while I was in high school, at least 5 years ago. Off and on I would feel like aches and pains, but it was never enough for me to really be bothered and feel like I needed to go to the dentist to have like them checked out or anything. So the whole time that was my wisdom teeth growing in, and they were a little bit painful because they didn't fit in my mouth. And of course I didn't know that. I wasn't bothered. The changes that it left on my teeth were very minimal, so whenever the tooth that ended up causing a little bit of overcrowding did kind of turn out, I hardly noticed, so I let it go. I really realized that it was affecting my bottom row of teeth a couple years ago whenever, you know, lip sync videos and recording yourself talking and stuff on Snapchat and like Instagram got popular. I would do that, and then I would notice that like I had a little gap in the bottom of my mouth that I didn't like whenever I was talking or singing, and yeah, that was not cool. I actually for a period of time quit recording videos of myself talking because one, I always hated how I talked, and two, I didn't like seeing that. But as y'all can see, I got over it, and here we are, period. So anyway y'all, I scheduled a consultation. I went on that consultation and I was pretty much sold afterwards. I had two options, braces or Invisalign, and the first expectation was that braces were going to be significantly cheaper than Invisalign, and y'all, they were not. My braces were $5,200 and Invisalign was $5,400. So first things first, that's where we were. I went on my consultation and I went in basically planning to get braces because I didn't know much about Invisalign, to be honest. I hadn't even done that much research on Invisalign. I had seen a couple people with it, but I thought that I would be cute with braces, so I didn't really care. I wasn't like some of the people that didn't want people to know that they had braces in their grown age and blah 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 blah. I was like, whatever, it don't matter. The problems that I had on my bottom row of teeth anyway, I thought were minor, so I figured that I probably would only have to wear braces for, to be honest with y'all, 6 months. And that is not the treatment plan that I was given, but I'm gonna get there. But it was what it was, and because they cost so much, because they were so similar in price, I just opted to get Invisalign because I'm like, why not? They're supposed to be invisible. If they're going to be discreet and nobody has to know that I have them anyway, then why wouldn't I? So here we are. The second expectation that I had for my braces was appearance. So whenever I decided that I wasn't going to get braces because Invisalign only cost $200 additional, I thought that Invisalign would literally be what they said, and that's invisible. I was not expecting for them to look like I had ceramic braces, clear braces, brackets, whatever. I didn't know about these little attachment things that they put on my teeth. I wasn't expecting to have those, so I was a little disturbed. Not just a little, I was real disturbed whenever I left that day because I didn't notice, and nor did I really feel what was going on during my appointment because I had a lot of other things going on. Like I laid on the table and I had to shit the whole time, and I was trying not to shit on the table. She also was in my mouth, so I couldn't really talk because my mouth was occupied. And by the time she was finished, and she popped the Invisalign in my mouth, and they didn't give me a mirror, so I didn't find out what was really going on until I got to my car and I pulled that visor down. I was like, well, buddy, no, this is not what I was expecting. So for me, because my teeth really did not look that bad before I even got Invisalign, the appearance of the attachments on my teeth, especially with the Invisalign aligners over the top of them, really just made me feel like I had wasted my money. At that point, I was almost I felt like, and I still kind of feel like I was better off leaving my teeth alone than trying to have them adjusted. But I'm, you know, wrapping my mind around the fact that I'm gonna really love for my teeth to look like a year from now, and this is all worth it. So that's one thing to consider whenever y'all do decide whether or not you want to get braces or Invisalign, as far as appearance goes. The third expectation was convenience. At the beginning of the video, y'all saw that I had to drink my drink and then I had to pop my Invisalign in my mouth. My hands were already clean, y'all, so that's one thing. But these things get super inconvenient when you're at work, especially if you are, not even if you're just a nurse, but if you work anywhere, especially with COVID and everything else we have going on, you gotta wash your hands every time you touch anything and every time you get ready to even consider putting your hands near your face, especially going in your mouth. So for me, I don't really like going in my mouth at all. So having to reach in my mouth to pull these Invisaligns out every time I want to eat, every time I want to drink, one, is a huge inconvenience, and two, I just think it's disgusting, especially whenever I'm at work. There's no quick way for me to grab a bite or grab a snack before I go and I'm stuck in a patient's room for 2 hours, because every time I go, I gotta pull the Invisalign out. First I gotta wash my hands, then I gotta pull the Invisalign out, and then I gotta store them somewhere where they won't be trashed, because I actually have already done that. Threw these things smooth away, forgot all about them, but I gotta store them somewhere, and then whenever I'm finished eating, you're supposed to immediately put them back in, because they want you to wear them for at least 20 to 22 hours a day in order for the treatment to be effective. So that's really inconvenient, and quite frankly, the things that other people consider inconvenient by having braces, like not being able to eat hard foods and popcorn and chew popcorn, eat pretzels and chew popcorn, those things wouldn't have affected me because I don't really eat those anyway. In the same way they want you to brush your teeth every time you eat something with Invisalign is pretty much the same as you should be doing with your braces anyway. So as far as convenience goes, I personally almost feel like Invisalign is a little bit more inconvenient, just because you have to take them out before you do everything. With braces, you don't have to like wash your hands and prep before you go eat. You just eat, and then you wash your hands, and then you brush your teeth afterwards. And then even with drinks, with braces, this might be trifling or whatever, but you can get away with like taking a drink or something and not washing and not brushing your teeth right after. With Invisalign, they say that the sugar and everything, and I'm pretty sure it's the same, but with Invisalign, after you drink something, it sits on top of your teeth, so your Invisalign kind of like locks in the sugar or whatever, and it can cause cavities and tooth decay. So all in all, on top of the cosmetic appearance, they're not even that much more convenient than having traditional braces. So consider that. The fourth expectation that I had for the Invisalign was, like I said, the treatment plan. I was told that I had very minimal, not damage, but I had minimal problems with my teeth. So I was expecting my treatment to be like 6 months. They told me a year to 18 months with Invisalign and a year and a half to 2 years with braces. That was another reason why I went for the Invisalign. One, because cosmetically I thought that they would be discreet, and two, because the treatment was a little bit shorter than it would have been with traditional braces. Well, here we are, and I still think a year to a year and a half with Invisalign is too long, and that just might be me being, I don't know what the word is, but I've seen other people whose teeth were a little bit more messed up than mine, and they didn't have to have theirs on that long. So I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping that that was just a tentative time that she gave me to be safe, and that whenever they do my refinement check in February of 2021, that I'll be near completion and I won't have to have them for the whole year, because y'all. Another thing to add to treatment plan is that they shave your teeth with Invisalign, and I didn't know that. Whenever I went in that day for her to put them on after my aligners came in, she told me, well, I knew already, but she told me that I had two options. I could either get veneers on my two canine teeth because she said they were too small to sit on my bottom row of teeth, or she said that she could shave down, or what does she call it, slender the teeth on my bottom row so that they fit the teeth on the top row. And I thought, like I said, still not knowing much about veneers, just seeing all of these celebrities get them and seeing how fake they mouths look, I was like, nah, I'm good on veneers. But y'all, I almost wish that I would have got the veneers, because y'all, my smile would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful. But anyway, I opted not to get the veneers. So instead of her adding veneers to the top to make the canines the same size as the teeth I had on the bottom, she slenderized or kind of shaved down a few of my teeth at the bottom. And she said that she had to do that so that whenever my teeth like aligned, they would all fit together or something. Honestly, y'all, I still don't think it makes sense. It like in my brain it makes sense, but I don't know how to explain it so that it makes sense to others, because to my understanding with traditional braces, they don't have to shave your teeth. Yeah, so I don't know. The other thing was that my top row of teeth literally, like I said, had no issues, but I still had to get brackets, or I still had to get an aligner for my top row of teeth, because she said that though the bottom only had the issues, if she only corrected the bottom, then it would adjust my bite and my bite would be off. So the top has to get work, even though it didn't cosmetically appear to need it. The fifth expectation was duration, which I think I kind of covered already. Like I said, I was only expecting to possibly have Invisalign for 6 months, but hey, they told me 1.5 years tops, maybe a year. And like I said, my refinement period starts in February, and I'm hoping that come February my teeth will have did what they needed to do and we can get out of these, because I'm not trying to be in Invisalign for a whole 1.5 years. I'm just not. I'm still a little salty though that I had to that they even are giving me that date for a little overbite. Like, that's all it was a little overbite. It wasn't even nothing big and crazy, but whatever. The sixth expectation was pain and discomfort. I personally thought that there would be no pain and discomfort, and the first day, okay, so what I will say is, like, the first day it was a little uncomfortable. I wanted to take them out. I wasn't feeling them like that, especially since I was upset that they had put attachments on every last one of my teeth. On top of the fact that it was uncomfortable and I couldn't eat whenever I wanted to, I feel like I was a little more uncomfortable than I probably would have been if I wasn't already being a negative Nancy about it. But it really wasn't that bad. People say that the Invisalign hurt. I watched a lot of videos where people say they hurt. I don't know, y'all. For me, it's only been 2 weeks. So my first set of aligners did not hurt. They were uncomfortable. I mean, they were only uncomfortable because I had to get used to something sitting over my teeth, but afterwards they were fine. And then I think on Monday, week 1, after I got ready to change my aligners, she shaved off 2 of the attachments because I went back up there and I complained about them. And after that, I thought that she really had cracked my teeth, because they took like a little buffer, the one that they use on your nails, and they like buffed down the attachments, and I thought that had did something to my teeth. I was tempted to go back up there for like the 3rd time and complain, or I don't know, but I was worried that my teeth was about to chip off. So whenever I put on my new tray that same day though, those 2 teeth hurt, and I don't know if they hurt because she had just buffed down the old attachments, or if they hurt because they were like compressing from the new size of the aligner that I put in my mouth. I don't know, but that only lasted for like a day, and personally I thought it felt good. Like, those 2 teeth hurt, but like the pressure from the other teeth being pushed together or moved or whatever felt good to me. So I didn't actually think that it hurt. Every once in a while they do get a little like annoying, but they don't actually hurt I don't feel like I have to take an ibuprofen or a Tylenol like a lot of other people were saying. And otherwise, that was really it for my expectations with Invisalign. I had a couple personal questions that I wanted to ask the orthodontist, but because the office was set up open base style, I couldn't ask what I wanted to ask, but I did a Google search and I found my answer. So anyway, y'all, that is pretty much my experience here with Invisalign. I really still want to take these things out every day, but I paid $5,400 for my teeth to be perfect, so that's what we just gonna have to deal with unless I get rich over the next couple months or something. If I quit wearing my Invisalign over the next few months, then y'all know why. It's because I got rich and I decided that I'm just gonna get all new teeth. Period. But anyway, y'all, that's the end of the video. I was trying to keep it short. I didn't really have a whole lot to say. I was gonna record this video last week while I was still pissed off and hated these teeth, but they're actually growing on me. They're not as bad. I felt like I was pretty self-conscious before. I didn't want to talk because I'm a huge smiley person. Whenever I cheese, I truly cheese. So, and then I already have a lisp, but that's another thing. I was expecting for my lisp to be worse, but it's even harder for me to talk. I have to really try to enunciate now, and I hate that. I hate that. That's another reason why I never used to like hearing myself talk. But y'all, I think one of my next videos is gonna be over like confidence and self-love and I don't know, something like that. But I think it's one of those topics that I personally really need to discuss, and it's a conversation that I really want to be able to have with other people, because I struggle with a lot of things myself, and that was part of the reason why I created this YouTube channel, because I wanted to get on here and be vulnerable and find somewhere to release a lot of the things that I hold in and don't talk to people about, because I know I'm not the only person that feels a lot of the ways that I feel. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned to my channel for more. I think my next video is going to be about my OnlyFans experience, so if you're interested in hearing about that, then be sure to hit the post notification bell so that you're notified the next time I post. Thank y'all. Bye.